everybody. How are you all doing? Weezy here. Welcome to Isabella Bank's YouTube channel. As always, it's a pleasure to be here with you this evening. My goodness, there's so many things to discuss today. I was spoiled for choice, and all the topics were weighty topics to me. I didn't want to just put all of the topics into one video, and so I split all of the topics, and I definitely have content for like 6 or 7 videos from to just what's been going on today in the news, from Prince Harry's security case to Meghan's confession of a female founder dropping, to Dan Woo Woo being taken to court for DV. All sorts. But I thought to myself, do you know what? If I don't start off as the case starts off, I will get lost, and the reading the content through will be too much at the end of it all. It will take me that much longer to get through all of the content to be able to produce a video out of it. So, best thing is to catch it as it begins. Then I understand the issues, and then anything else that is added on from the hearing tomorrow would just be additional to the foundation that I already have. Are you with me so far? I hope I make sense. Anyway, so um, I'm hoping that the conversation will shift to joining everyone in the celebration for confessions of a female founder tomorrow, and maybe never have to talk about Dan Woo Woo if I can help it. Honestly, the man is sleazy, greasy, horrible. I hope that I never have to come around to talking about him. Anywho, let's get started on the reason why we are here. So, Prince Harry's the Court of Appeal hearing for Prince Harry's security case kicked off today. And guys, who was expecting Prince Harry to come to town for it? I don't think anybody was expecting it. It was just it was just a surprise, a bombshell. Dude is looking good. He's looking tan. He's looking fit. He's looking well. Happy to see that. And my jaw literally hit the floor when I saw his photo. Actually, when I saw his photograph, before I had actually logged in, I was looking at it on my phone and I thought, oh, they're using an old photograph. I didn't realize that it was actually in town. I didn't believe it. I always get so very excited to see Prince Harry. I don't know what it is, but I just do. And I'm just happy to see him, despite how the UK has been to him. Anyway, he was here, and it would have been nice if he was coming under more heartwarming circumstances, but alas, no. He has come to deal with the fact that his own bloodline basically agreed to treat him like the royal family's version of a rental car. You know what I'm talking about? Drive the car until it breaks, then cancel the insurance, because that's exactly what they did to Prince Harry. They used him like a workhorse and then discarded him like he was nothing to them. Um, and then took away and took away the only way he could, well, not the only way, but took away his ability to survive physically by withdrawing his security, leaving him open to all kinds of attack, vulnerable and all whatnot. Anyway, let's break this down, shall we? Like Beyonce's choreography, because you know that girl's choreography be hitting. Hitting. Right. So Harry's team, led by powerhouse Shaheed, Fatima, Casey, argued that he has been singled out, treated unfairly, and given less protection than the rules say he should be. She's not saying he's automatically entitled to the same protection he had before he stepped down from working as a senior royal. What she and Harry are saying is that RAVEC and all the organizations involved in making this decision need to treat him and need to show that they have treated him like they have treated anybody else in the past when it comes to making decisions about their security. Basically, if he fits the criteria, give him the security. Don't build a secret playbook for him. But what have these people done? RAVEC, the royal RAVEC, do you know, I was today's years old when I actually saw the full meaning of RAVEC. It is the Royal and VIP Executive Committee, aka RAVEC, the Royal and VIP Executive Committee. It's such a long word. I can understand why they gave it a nickname. Anyway, the thing is that this organization who is supposed to make this decision, they never did a proper risk assessment before making the decision to withdraw Prince Harry's security. Can you guys believe that? They just woke up one day and said, you know what, we're going to wing it like it's brunch, not national security, because they're so, and they say women are so emotional. Because that was clearly an emotional decision being made by a room full of old white men. Anyway, um, the Home Office, RAVEC, and RMB all made the decision to withdraw Prince Harry's security without carrying out an assessment of Prince Harry's peculiar circumstances. My bet is that they haven't had Prince Harry's kind of situation before in that way, because the situation they were in at that time was going to be a unique one for the royal family. Yes, we've had Princess Diana's situation, which should have been a template for them, but they didn't take advantage of that and instead wrested security out of her hands. And we had Edward, and then we had who was the other lady who was treated like an outcast of the royal family as well. But in all of these situations, not one time have they ever sat down, I don't think, and thought of a situation like what happened with Prince Harry. It seems like after Princess Diana, they just thought nobody else is going to want to leave this royal family. Because, you know, for the life of me, I can't understand how you have all these people who've got highfalutin titles and it never crossed their mind to say, "Do you know what are we going to do? Let's do some forward planning for what we're going to do if any of the other members of the royal family have ever decide that they want to leave the royal family. What are we going to do?" So that just goes to tell you how shocked they were that Prince Harry decided that he was going to leave, which has led to this never ending onslaught on him as a person right now. The Home Office, though, not to be outdone, they sent their own legal eagle. They sent their own James Bond to the courtroom, and he basically said to them, "Do you know what? Look, we didn't give him no protection. We just gave him special, made up on the fly, figure it out as we go along protection. Custom, tailored, exclusive, like a Gucci jacket made out of nonsense." He actually said bespoke security was better than regular security. Like, hello. Are you trying to gaslight me into thinking that the sky is black? Like, what is going on here? That's like saying your smoke alarm is better because it only works sometimes when the vibes are right. Before we continue, if this is your first time on this channel, go on, hit the subscribe button. It's fun over here. The like button and leave a comment or two in the comment section. I like all the chat. I like all the chat, but just keep it PG. That's all I ask. If you have visited before and you have not yet subscribed, let today be the day you come out of the undecided camp and subscribe. So, all my loyal subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, let's go on with this discussion because it's crazy to me. And I think this is the reason why Prince Harry went to court with all of his cases. When you look at it, the reason, the rationale, the logic in this situation is so clear. When I mean this is the reason why Prince Harry brings all his cases, is because, first of all, like the case of, I know it wasn't Prince Harry who brought Meghan's case to the courts, but like all their court cases, the logic in it is so clear. The only thing is that they keep getting gaslit by the media into thinking that they're doing something wrong, giving the people who have done the wrong the audacity to claim that no, we didn't do anything wrong. You are the one who did something wrong. For instance, Meghan's letter, which was published by the Daily Mail, that was clearly wrong for them to do. They already knew that they were wrong to do it, but they thought she would never sue, only for them to be disgraced in courts, to be disgraced because Meghan said, hell to the no. You are not doing that to me. No, 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 no. That's a breach of my copyright. It's a breach of my everything. Take it down, apologize, and pay me my money. Where is my money? And what about the other one for the son? The logic in that case was simple. You infringe on my privacy. You infringe on my copyright. You invaded my privacy. You gathered information illegally. The logic in it is simple. The law says you cannot do this and you did it. What is the argument about? Because they're looking at themselves as giants and they just think to myself, the royal family don't care if we crush this guy, so we're going to do everything that we can do to crush him. And Prince Harry said, no, 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 no. I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to get my money. So he has done that with the Mirror, he has done that with the Sun, and then we have the one coming up with the Daily Mail. And it's the same thing with this case. Their own policy rules say that before they make any decision about anyone's security, meanwhile, it's not just the royals, right? This group that makes the decision, it's not just the royals, it's royals and VIP. So even if they claim that Prince Harry is no longer a working royal, do they claim that he's not a VIP? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. All right. So, what they are now arguing is that, well, it's not like we didn't give him any kind of security. We've told him that when we decided that we were going to withdraw the security, I'm trying to talk like an old British man, but it's never going to work out. So I'll just leave that alone. Okay, they are claiming that when they decided that they were going to withdraw the security, that it was going to be on an ad hoc type basis. So when he needs the security, he needs to reach out to them, maybe like 28 days or 60 days in advance, and then they would decide at that moment if they're going to give him the security. And Prince Harry is like, why? Why are you applying that rule to me? Okay, if let's assume that that is your decision, who else are you treating in that same way? Mewa, no. Who else are you treating in that same way? And may I just pitch in here and say that before you make this decision, your rule book says that you need to do an assessment, and you didn't do the assessment. So they're saying that, okay, yeah, we didn't do the assessment, but that's because you had already left the country. Hello? A human being is mobile. At the time that they're not even talking about timelines in the case as far as I can see at the moment. So they're ignoring the fact that the security was withdrawn even before the Sandringham agreement was had expired. Okay, effectively breaching the agreement, if you ask me. But what they are saying is, okay, uh yeah, we made the decision without an assessment because you've already left the country. So why did we need to do an assessment for? But a human being is mobile. And I can how did you know what my plans were? If you had done the assessment, maybe you would have had the opportunity to ask me in detail, like, okay, so what are your plans? How often are you going to be in the country? How long, when you come to the country, how long do you expect to stay? These are normal questions that you will ask of someone who you have to plan logistics with, right? No, they didn't. They just assumed that he left the country, he's running away with his tail behind his knees, and he was never going to come back to the UK. So now, which means that, okay, when Prince Harry made a fuss about this, they were hoping to sweep it swiftly under the carpet. But I don't know. This is the level of incompetence here. I'm telling you. Did nobody ever speak to Harry when they were growing up? Because I don't know Harry personally, but I can almost predict to a T what Prince Harry is going to do about any situation just from looking at what's going on in the headlines. Because I could have told them for free. I could have told them that Prince Harry is not going to let this slide. Oh, hell no. The reason is because of what happened to his mother and because he loves his wife and because of all the crap you've put him through, he tried to avoid having to sue you. He must have talked to you. He talked to you. He told you he was suffering. He told you all the things, all the things. He tried all the avenues, all the channels. He was giving you a long, long rope so that when anymore, pow, 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 you don't tell him government, I can do anything that I want to do. And Prince Harry is like, yeah, really? Okay. 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 Uh, I mean, the man is literally being asked to plan his visits 28 days, 60 days in advance, and maybe he will be given the security he's after. Maybe, right? That's not security. That's a heads up to anyone who wants to take a shot. If RAVEC just decides one day that they're not feeling generous, boom, no protection. Like a royal game of he loves me not, except with bodyguards, right? Anyway, Judge Voss, the same man, sounding like he stepped out of Hogwarts, he seems to be agreeing with the Home Office. But may I just say, like that, unlike the Prince Harry's immigration case, we don't have access to the documents. So I got this from going through all the various newspapers to see which one had the clearest outline of what happened in court today. Anyway, George Voss, according to the British media, which I take with a hefty pinch of salt and pepper, say that the old risk assessment rules didn't really fit Harry anymore. Okay. Um, So what did they do about it? They decided not to do anything and just made a decision that, oh, okay, don't worry about it. It's going to be ad hoc. They really thought that they could just dismiss Harry. The may do is so dismissive, is so disrespectful, I would say, of him. And that's because, His father has put him on a platter and said, do with him what you will. Anyway, Shaheed Fatima wasn't having it. That's Prince Harry's Casey. Um, she pointed to email evidence showing that even the police thought a proper risk assessment was relevant for Harry's return to the UK, especially in 2021. And here's the mic drop moment. According to RAVEC rules, they say that a risk assessment is mandatory before they make that kind of decision. And yet we have barristers, we have judges trying to justify not doing a proper risk assessment before making a decision to withdraw Prince Harry's security. Um, so it's supposed to be mandatory and not optional. So the question remains, ladies and gentlemen, how do you protect someone if you refuse to follow the rules designed to protect them? Are bespoke rules just a polite say we're going to make it up as we go along? And more importantly, if this can happen to Prince Harry, what does that say about transparency, accountability of public institutions? What does this say? Right? It says that anything can happen. And these people are in your face trying to justify the wrong that they have done. And their annoyance is that Prince Harry is not letting it go. He is holding their feet to the fire, holding them accountable, embarrassing them before the whole world. Just the fact that they even have to make excuses for their rubbish behavior, even while Prince Harry is pointing out their obvious mistakes. To them, it is embarrassing. But instead of them to correct their mistake and say, oh, my bad, I got it wrong for whatever reason, I was being emotional, whatever. Then they are turning around to say, oh, uh, well, you know, actually, I'm the king. I'm close to the king. I can say, he said, I can do anything to Prince Harry, so I'm going to do anything to him. And Prince Harry said, it's like, okay, let's say I don't have the king's protection anymore. But then now you don't have protection from the king either. So guess what? I am going to face you directly and fight you to the ground. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. So, let me look at your comments so I don't keep you here for too long. Basically, for those who are just joining us, the summary of the matter is that Prince Harry is telling them that they made a wrong decision because the major point in all of this is that they didn't do a proper risk assessment before making the decision to withdraw Prince Harry's security. There's no other organization in the world that would make this kind of decision without facing consequences for it. Let's face it, a lot of us are corporate people here, and we know that this is true. I mean, we're talking about a lot of people don't get Prince Harry status. The thing is just a title. He's the Duke of something. Where is that anyway? But Prince Harry is the fifth in line to the throne of one of the foremost royal families in Europe that have ties all over the world. His status is not small. He is a big deal. They're just trying, they're treating him like enemy of state because he decided that he would step down from, he's not doing what they want. They're treating him like he is a child of a narcissist, really. They can't control him anymore. They can't manipulate him anymore. And so they're doing what every narcissist does. If they can't control you or manipulate you, then they try to break you down. And Prince Harry is not breaking. And they've tried to break him through his wife. They tried to break his wife as well. And she is turning her nose up at them. And she's like, okay, I used to see you. I used to want to love and protect you. I used to want to honor and respect you. But you didn't give me that in response. So guess what? I'm not doing it anymore. You're on your own. I don't, right now, I don't even see you. How about that? Right now, I don't even see you. And while you are crying about my jamming, I am going to be talking to you about how I started my business. How about that? Since you like to talk about me so much, let me give you something to talk about. Oh my goodness. All right. So let me go through the comments. Lorna says, does this feel like Groundhog's Day or Deja Vu Day to you? Harry in the UK forever case, victim of DW in court for suing Dawuwu. Oh, victim of Dawuwu in court for suing. Yes, the two cases tend to go along together, isn't it? Funny how that happens. I think it's because most of this kicked off as Prince Harry sued all the papers, and so it seems like all the cases, especially in relation to anyone around Prince Harry's story, are always going on parallel as well. Um. Uh. Lorna says again, notice all the royals have left. King Chucky is in Italy with his emotional support. Their anniversary is tomorrow. Yeah, he ran away so that nobody could accuse him of not seeing Prince Harry again. And he doesn't know what Prince Harry will do because when he was trying to set it up to make himself look good, Prince Harry was like, nope. Nope. Yes, my father is very busy, so it's fine. Don't worry. I understand. He's the king. I understand he's the king if he doesn't have time to see me. Prince Harry. Oh dear. Um, right. Little Mark says bespoke security is the same as Harry's bespoke garbage bag suitcases. Exactly. Never any solid arrangement. They just want him to rely on their discretion, which then will become a form of them controlling him so that they can say, um, yeah, we asked you to tell us what Meghan was doing. You refused to do so. So therefore, we are not giving you the security. And Harry was like, F that. No, not doing it. F that. Harry's true purpose in pursuing a public hearing in open court was to have it revealed in court and under oath the identity of the people who withdrew security for his wife. Did Meghan ever have security? Is the question. I don't really think that she did. I think it was really about the history with them withdrawing security from Princess Diana and then the same thing being done to him as well. But the fact that they withdrew the security when he was somewhere with his family, wife and children, um, is yeah, it's very telling. Mercy says, so will he be getting any security, any at all? Who knows? Let's wait until the judgment comes out. But I feel like the facts are very clear. If the rules say before you do such and such thing, then this is the process you have to follow, and you didn't follow that process. Normally, in Trump's world, normally when it's not Trump's world, I mean, then there should be consequences for that and the security reinstated. access to intel would be reinstated. But we're living in Trump's world. So who knows? And of course, I have to blame everything on Trump. Sorry to those who love him, but I'm not very happy with him at the moment. Um, Harry's Lottie says Harry's looking damn good. Megan is taking damn good care of him. Yup, yup, yup. Her bacon brings all the boys to the yard. All right, guys. So that's it on the update on the security. So I think the best thing to do for me now would be to do the a video on confessions of a female founder. How many people have watched the first episode? Is it good? What are your thoughts? Join me tomorrow as we break it all down because you know I'm going to listen to it with a pen and paper in hand. I've seen some. Um, I've seen some articles on it with the issues around preeclampsia and the talk show hosts making their comments on it. And I'm not going to give my commentary on it until tomorrow. But yeah, I'd love to sit down and I haven't had the opportunity to do what I haven't had the opportunity to do today, which is to listen to the podcast. But tell me all what you think about my the podcast tomorrow, and then also leave your comments on what did you think about what RAVEC and the court are doing. Let me know what you think anyway. So that's all I have for this evening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to my lovely mods, Julie and Lorna. And until next time, this is Weezy signing off. Peace.